this is the reason why most of y'all are jealous, because y'all are in love with your son instead of being in love with your partners. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kaytroversy, and today we are going to talk about some things. Well, before we start talking, I should say I have not been vlogging, and the reason for me not vlogging is not because I don't want to vlog. It's more like the weather is not permitting me to vlog. Like, it's cold again in China. It's like 6 degrees where I'm at. Yeah, so that's the reason why I'm not vlogging. And then I've started back school. School would not be an issue, but because the time is really cold, to be honest, I don't want to be holding a camera in front of my face while my fingers are freezing. And I really haven't been doing anything but going to work and coming home. So I decided that I wanted to do something different, seeing that I cannot vlog at the moment. So I came up with this new thing that I'll be doing on my channel, maybe every week or every other week. Let us see how that goes. But it is Kaytroversy. From the word controversy, but with K in it, so Kaytroversy. Yes, so I'll be talking about controversial topics that everyone seemingly agreed to because there's a meme to it or whatever there is. But before I start off with my Kaytroversies, I want to say, not because I'm voicing my opinion means that I'm correct, one, because I can be incorrect too. You grow, you live, you learn, you grow. Or not because I'm voicing my opinion, it means that your opinion is wrong. So if you want to voice your opinion, you have the capability to do so, and you can do so in the comment box, or you can do so wherever you want to do so. But this is my channel, and this is where I choose to voice my, I choose to use my voice to, yeah, do controversial topics. So yeah, with that being said, there's no reason for you to be angry or mean about anything that I say, or you don't need to take it to heart. You can either agree or disagree, and that is something that I'm teaching my students now to do. So or we should be able to agree or disagree on any topic that we want to. But as I said, there are going to be controversial topics, and I might be coming to you with something that gives you a different concept on something that you thought that it should have been that way, but to me it's not supposed to be that way. So that's all I'm doing. If you want to voice your opinion, as I said before, you can put it down below in the comments. Okay, now that we are all in agreement on how to handle things as adults, let me say today's topic. So what is today's topic? I have a notebook. Like, I always write my controversies in my notebook, so today I'm just going to share one with y'all. So let us go. And the first one, we have to start with a banger, of course. And the first one is putting your children before your partner. This is a very controversial topic where people, even I, believe that as a parent I would put my child before my partner. However, after doing a little dive, going a little bit more in depth in what a relationship or a partnership should be, because not just a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, as you will see, but if you have a life partner, should you put your children before your life partner? So that is the controversial topic that we'll be speaking on today. So do I agree or disagree with this topic? So the topic is, again, putting your children before your partner. And I am here to say I disagree. Yes, I know. Okay, go ahead. Are you finished? Okay, so I disagree with the topic, and this is the reason, or these are the reasons why I disagree with the topic. Because before I start with telling you why I disagree, let me make a disclaimer. So let me start off with saying some people believe that you should actually love your children or your child over your partner. And before you click off this video saying this girl is mad, yes, I know, listen, and then if you still think I'm mad, then you can comment that I'm mad. But if you listen and understand why I say that I disagree with the topic, then we can be like in agreement without people being, you know, naysayers or all of that. So that's okay if you still don't believe or accept what I'm saying after I'm finished with what I have to say. But let me make some things clear. I am not speaking about a man, sorry, or a woman who has just entered a relationship and is dating with outside children. Nor am I speaking about people who are just simply dating for dating's sake, because you have people who date for dating, you have people who date to get married. So I'm not talking about those people who are just living their best life, okay? I'm talking about people with life partners, and also they have children. So the children could be from an outside relationship, or the child or children could be from the relationship that you have built, got married, had the child, and now you guys are in it together, right? So basically he placed the ring on it, or she said I do and he said I do. That is the situation I'm speaking on. If that's a situation that you are in and you still think that you should place your children before your partner, then I'm here to say that that is an incorrect way to live. All right, so the first thing that I want to go to talk about is the Bible, because if you did not know, I'm actually, well, I wouldn't say that I'm actually from Christian background, okay? So let me say that I'm from a Christian background. My mother is an Adventist, and that's how I was raised, as an Adventist, right? So I'm from that background. Not saying that the background that I'm from is what made me have this opinion, because people within the Adventist church may disagree with me or agree with me. I don't know, because I've never heard the topic being spoken on inside of my religion. But because I have a religious background, I will start off with what the Bible has to say about loving your husband and loving your wife, so that you can understand where I'm coming from. Okay? Okay. So in the Bible it says, love your wife as Christ loved the church. That's for the husband. And for the wives it says, wives, submit to your husband as to the Lord, right? So with that being said, the two key words in these verse are love and submit. So for the husband, it shows that he should love his wife as Christ loves the church, and for the wife, they should submit to their husband as to the Lord, right? So you notice that it stated that the husband should love while the wife should submit, right? So husband loving their wives as much as Christ loved the church. What did Christ do for his church? He died. Like, yeah, to simply put it, he died. He was crucified on the cross for what he believed in, right? And that is what God is saying. Well, that is what the Bible is saying, that as a husband you should be willing to die for your wife if it comes down to it. And as a wife, you should submit to your husband as you would to the Lord, as in the things that you would do. So let me look for, before we go through it, I just thought about looking for the definition of submission. Submit, to submit, right? Define submit. And I'm not even looking for it in the Bible. The definition of submit, based on what is on Google, it says that accept or yield to a superior force or the authority or will of another person, right? So accept or yield to a superior force or to the authority or will of another person. And with that being said, if your husband loves you, because a lot of persons get submission wrong, even sometimes I do, and if your husband loves you as Christ loved the church, which means that he will die for you, meaning he would do anything for you, submitting to that person would be easy, because you know that they would not want anything bad to happen to you, right? So submitting, giving your all to that person would be good in a way, but well, good in all way, because of the fact that he is going to treat you like there's nothing else in this world but you. And if somebody treats you that way, as a woman, submission is easy, right? Well, for me it would be easy, because I know that there's nothing that he would not do for me, right? So with that out of the way, why do I disagree with the fact that as a parent you should put your children or your child over your partner? Because a man can have a child, a woman can have a child. So as a parent, so I believe that if I'm married to someone and I have a child, I'm not going to put my child over my significant other, because of the fact that I'm supposed to either, as a woman, I should submit to him as the Lord, and as a man, he should love me like how Christ loved the church, right? And with that being said, not saying that I won't love my child, because obviously I created a being, but I never created him to love him in the way that I love my husband, or my husband did not create this child in the way that he should love me, right? There's different types of love, and of course I will give my child unconditional love. However, my child is going to grow up one, and he needs to find a partner who he or she will love just as much as I love my partner. And if I love, and this is one of the reasons why there's a lot of mama's boy and girls who tend to not want to be in a relationship where it is serious, because I believe that nowadays we don't really know how to love. And that's just me being honest. Like, love has totally become something new. Love has become social media, like goals, like couples goals, da, 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 da. Yeah, that's what love is now. Love is not how it is supposed to be, or most of us don't know what love should be, because we have never really had anyone to love us. Yeah. And I'm saying all of this to say that there's a difference between the love that you should give to your child and the difference between the love that you give to your partner. And I will give an example as well. And this is going to be a hard example, and some people are going to bash me for this example and be like, are you crazy? But in a situation where I have a child with my partner. So I'm married, I have a child with my partner, right? And my child and I are drowning, right? My child and I are drowning, and even though I would want to tell my partner to save my child, my partner should not save my child. My partner should save me, because I'm the one he's in love with. And honestly, whether or not we want to agree, I can make more children if it is God's will for us to make more children, but he cannot make another me to love. So it's like the love that we have, that unconditional bond, because remember, he loves me like how Christ loves the church, right? So he would die for me. So I'm drowning. He should actually want to save my life over our child's life, right? And you're like, KK, you're mad. Like, me, I save my picnic. Like, bye to you. But that's the thing. The reason, this is the reason why I say that we don't know how to love the way that we should love, because of the fact that our mentality is saying that we should save the child because I'm a 1 seed, or I'm a 2 seed, or I'm a 3 seed. And the same thing with me. If my husband and my child is drowning, I should want to save my husband and not my child, because we can have other children, right? At the end of the day, when your child grow up, right, that child loves you, yes, and that child will forever be grateful for what you have done for them. But when they find a life partner, they have to move on with their life. Like, they need to go and live their life, right? They need to be the love of their life for their partner, not the love of your life, because they cannot be the love of your life. As your children should not be the love of your life. Your partner should, because you have grown the child. Like, this is another thing that I say. And now that I'm older and I have a new perception on life, I say what I told myself when I have children. I say to myself always no, because at first I wanted to have daughters, but now that I'm older, I'm like, I want to have sons. Like, and the reason why I want to have son is because I want to be a part of the change in this world. And to change the world, the simplest way to change the world is to have sons, to be honest, because men are most times the changer or the leaders of the world, whether we like it or not. They're the one who have us to say we're feminists and all of that, because of the fact that they are women who are dominant and are alpha females, and we are doing what we want to do and we're striving for excellence. And they feel as if we're trying to grab their egos, and that's not what we're trying to do. We are trying to just do what we got to do and how we feel and make the money we want to make. But at the same time, we want a man to love just the same. And a lot of men think that if we're on their level or higher than their level, they don't want us because we're bruising their egos. I don't want to have that to be the case over and over. So I want to grow boy children to understand that that's not what we're doing. We just want the change in the world, that we are women and we can do the same thing without you feeling bad that we can do the same thing, you know? That's just it. And that is one of the reasons why when I get married, if I get married and if God feels it fit for me to have children, I want to have sons. Because a lot of us think that we're growing children. We're not growing children. Well, y'all not growing children. I don't have no children yet. You're not growing children, you're growing adults. So from the day you know that you're conceiving, like till the day they leave your house, you are growing adults. So you have children and you're growing them to be adults, not growing them to be children till they're adults. No, you're growing adults. You are having children and they're going to become adults. And sometimes these are the reasons why a lot of adults don't know shit about adulting. Was that a bad word? I don't know. They don't know nothing about adulting because they were not taught to be adults. They were grown as children. And nothing is wrong with allowing children to be children, but the mistakes that they make as child, know that if you let them get away with this and let them get away with that, when they're adults, they will believe that it is the same thing in adult world. Oh, my mom allowed me to get away with this, school allowed me to get away with this, the society that I lived in allowed me to get away with this. So and as an adult, I would think that I can get away with it as well. So that's something that we should have in the back of our heads when growing children. You're growing children for them to be adult. So if they do something wrong, punish them for it. Tell them why it is wrong. Tell them the changes that they need to make. And even though I'm going off topic, let me get back to what I was saying about loving your partner more than your children. It's just a way of life. The person you love should be your partner. They're the one who helped you create that child, and if they were not the one who helped you with creating that child, they're the one who is going to eventually help you with nurturing the child. But God created us to have wedlock before children, but in the society we live in now, that's not always the case, and not everybody is getting married at the same time, but they're still having life partners. So I believe that in that sense, yeah, husband come before children, wife come before children, and that's just it. Like, I don't know if I was rambling a lot, but I hope you understood what I was trying to get at, where it concerns my belief. Like, I don't know, maybe you don't get it, maybe you do get it. If you got it, then that's great. Hope you enjoyed this video, and as I stated before, if you want to put anything in the comment section about this, we can have a conversation. You do not need to be mean. I'm not going to bash you on your decision of wanting to be putting your children first. Oh my god, my nose itching. Putting your children first. I don't care what you want to do in your life, but I'm just putting out there that that's not the way that it is actually supposed to be. You're supposed to actually put your partner before your children, because at the end of the day, your child will have his own or her own life to live. Like, look at it this way: you have a partner, and every time that you're supposed to make a decision between doing something for your child or doing something for your partner, which is not supposed to be the case, but let us say you want to do both, because they're both there for you to cater to, right? You give your child 100, you give your partner 30%, right? So you give your child 100%, you give your partner 30%. When that child grows up now and like find the love of their life and be like, oh mommy, bye, you're gonna feel some type of way, and the partner that you only gave 30% of your thing is now the person you're going to latch on to, because what the child now finds his family. Like, come on, your child is your child, right? Your child, the reason why you have children is to grow them into adults, right? Letting them know the way of life and giving them a straight path to live, and allowing them to be as successful as they can, improve their life, and let them go. That's what you are supposed to do with your children. But in the society that we live, we believe that the child should always backtrack to us. Like, as the parent, the child's supposed to do. So it's not that your children are not supposed to do things for you, but they're not supposed to love you as much as they love their partner. Like, they should have the space to breathe and be comfortable in finding a partner. And a lot of you parents, especially parents with sons, don't allow your sons to have partners, and you get jealous when your son have a wife, and if he has money and he's spending his money on his girlfriend or his wife because of the fact that, oh, it's my son and he should be spending his money on me. This is the reason why most of y'all are jealous, because y'all are in love with your son instead of being in love with your partners. And I'm just gonna leave it at that, period. Like, be in love with your partner, love your partner, cater to your child's need, because evidently you brought this child into the world. Cater to their needs and their wants, ensure that they have what it takes to be great adults, but we're concerned giving your love and your all that should be in your partner. That's all I'm saying. You can agree or you can disagree, and if you agree, you can say it. If you disagree, you can say it, and we can have a conversation. But for now, that's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed this video even though it is Kaytroversy, but hey, that's it. Bye.